Hi everyone. Well, I know it's been a while since I've done a video, but not very much happened over the Christmas period, and obviously the New Year was quite quiet. So I'm back at the post here today. It's been dry for 3 or 4 days, and I'm going to come and get the grass cut for the first time in 2025. And I've also been donated quite a few items. Apologies for the wind, by the way. I've got the wind muff on here, so hopefully it takes the worst of it out. I've got a few donated items here, and sort of doing a little bit of fact finding for any damage over the winter period. You can probably see this huge, big, massive blister, water blister on the side of the post, so that's going to need fixed when the weather gets a bit warmer. Unfortunately, look at the size of that. Absolutely huge. So I'm going to have to cut all that out with a Stanley knife, fill it, and then repaint it. I've got some cool donated items I'm going to bring downstairs, and that's an original blanket, still in its original wrapping paper, some tools and bits and pieces. So I've got a battery with me. So I'm going to cut the grass first while it's still daylight, and hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. It's long, but it's not crazy. It's not as long as it was last year. Get that cut first, and then I'll be back, and we'll do a little bit of filming down below ground. So back soon. All done. Took a little bit longer. It wasn't actually that bad. Very, very wet over here. These parts over here. Let me lock focus. Over here was very, very damp, and a few weeds growing up. A lot of moss in here. So I have to get this moss all taken out at some point. And yeah, very wet over here. A lot of weeds growing over here. Some creeping buttercup, I think that's called. They're very thick-stemmed weeds. You can see them there. I'll get some spray onto them next time I'm here. But yeah, everything's done. Bit yellow, but it'll green up over the next couple of days. I think it's to be dry for at least tomorrow and the day after. So it should green up. This water blister, I'll give you a better close of it. Or sorry, I'll get you a bit closer to it. As you can see, there's my original repair here. It was all this bit here, so you can see it's yeah, it's not all of the filler has actually come away. It's come right down to here. Yeah, that's all. You can feel it actually coming down here as well. So all of this will have to be cut out all the way around, and then I'll decide whether I'm going to fill it or what to do. Put a layer, maybe very, very thin layer. I don't know. Either a really thin layer of concrete, because I can hear all that's all loose underneath there. I can hear all that's loose. That's all full of water. You know, I noticed it. I think October, November last year, and it was quite small. It was just a small little blister, and then it's got bigger and bigger as the water sort of made its way down in behind the paint. It's just got worse and worse. So yeah, just cut it all out and start again. And then we've got a little bit of flaking here, or just the old paint. That is this colour. It's just really old paint, but that's new, and that's the same paint but just a lot older. So a bit of sandpaper, give that a better key, and then another coat on top of that. Possibly paint the whole thing again, because I've got plenty of paint. But yeah, during the storm, the solar panel, let me lock focus. During the storm, the solar panel got blown off the roof, and the battery went flat on the camera, but that's all back together again. Camera's all fixed again. You'll probably notice a slight lean on the shed. Yeah, just a little bit, very, very, very slightly. It's off. So I'm going to have to brace the inside of the shed. But that's not a hard job. That's just a bit of wood. But we're in a good place for getting the post ready for the first open days, either towards the end of April or May. But yeah, listen, let's get all this stuff down below ground, and we can have a good look at it. Flip me, I'm out of breath. Right, what have we got? So here's the post. I can't remember the last video I made of down below ground, but it over the winter time, it's been brilliant. There's no mold. It feels pretty dry. I've just brought my little golf battery, buggy battery with me. That is working fine. So first things first, what have we got? Okay, so this bucket, put it over here so it's easier to see. This is the contaminated clothing bucket, and you would also do your washing in this as well. So if somebody had to go out and do mobile monitoring, you would put your contaminated clothes after you got back in this, in a sort of a sealed bag. Now you would also do your washing up, and this was all your sort of washing up bits. So we've got a few bits in here. I've got that's a spark plug wrench for the generator. I've actually already got one here, but I'm going to put that with the generator. I've got a full set of cutlery for the post. If I just show you, they're all crow's foot marked, so they're all War Department proper cutlery. And then we've got some battery information, so that's sort of the charging information for the battery. I actually have got an original set of battery. I got donated an absolute load of stuff that came from the post in Enniskillen, and I'm sort of spreading it between here and the museum at the Ulster Aviation Society. So we have got just so much stuff, and it's a lot of quality of life stuff, so it's all little bits and pieces you wouldn't normally see, and that's what's great about it. And I've also got some amazing bits of equipment which I will show in another video, because it's probably the last piece of equipment I was looking for, and it's pretty incredible to finally have one. So we'll keep looking. So in here, if I remember rightly, there's some bulbs and a fuse. So they're going to go in my little bulb and fuse collection. There's some original bulbs. So they're the bulbs that would have gone in there. So we have some original ones, and that gets turned on by over here. Oh, it's behind me. Oh, I haven't turned on this switch. So we're currently on that light, and we'll swap over. There we go. Gives us a bit more light, and we've also got some plates in here. Can't actually remember what else I've got in here. Oh yeah, got some plates, and then I've got just a little cleaning cloth and string. Now I was wondering what this was for. I think that was a makeshift clothesline, so you could tie it onto the ladder and stretch it, and you can put your wet clothes on it. So that's going to go in the toilet area, and so is that spark plug wrench. Hold on. So I'll turn on the torch so you can see. Bear with me. There's the torch on. So that can go right there. There we go. And then the spark plug wrench can go on top of the generator. So there we go. That's pretty much everything for the storeroom and toilet. Actually, I got 2 toilets as well. So I've got 3 toilets now. So, and they're all complete and they're all exactly like this one. So that's pretty cool. So we'll go back in here, and then my plates and my cutlery. So I've got 4 forks, got 3 spoons and 3 knives. That's going to go in here. So the way I do this on open days is this side is sort of the original side, and then this side over here is sort of my side where I keep all my cleaning stuff. So you can see here we've got our cookers, and then down here we've got some rations, and there's more cookers. So the plates, where will I put them? Should I move all the cookers down here? Might just do that, you know. So I've got 2 different types of cookers here. I've got the Centre Forge. They're the later 80s ones. I've got a couple of brand new ones as well there. There's the Centre Forges. You can go in there. There's the other tiny cooker. There's more toilet paper. So yeah, plates here. Okay. So this is just little small improvements that just make the post a little bit more real, because this is all the stuff they would have had down here, and just having it all complete and sort of having everything that they had does just make the post that little bit more as it was. So bring this over, I don't have anything else to go in there. Okay, and then we have, obviously, still have all this, more rations in there, silver teapot and our teacups. Okay, what else have I got? So this is an original blanket. So you can see a blanket here. So this is an original one, never opened, still in its original packaging. I'm going to pop that up on the bed, or somewhere in here, and that is, I think I'll put it up here, with the gas mask. Excuse me. Yeah, that can go in the end of the bed. And then we have another bag here. Yes, oh sorry, we have more for in there. Let me put that behind me for a second. We have this little petrol can. So that's a petrol can, original petrol can for the generator. So we'll put that in here, in with the generator. There we go, in with the generator. Right, so that room is now done, incredibly. I'm going to put a light in there at some point, up on the roof. Okay, we've got some tools. So this is tools for sort of loosening the GZI mount. You don't tighten the GZI onto the mount, it's just for loosening. They might actually be too big for that. That one is reasonably close, but I think it's still too big. And also for undoing the fixed survey meter cover. So as you can see there, we do have some tools, but these ones are just going to go here. Stack them up on top of each other like that, so they can go in the corner like that. That box is now empty. Oh yes, forgot about this. So we have more printing out paper. So I do have some here. Let's see, what does it say? War stock, do not use, issued 1991. So I'll put that up on top. 1984 issue. I'll put that in there. And we've got our batteries. And then I've got 3 more FSM gaskets, which is brilliant because I think we've got 4 left, so I've practically doubled my collection of them. I think I used to have about 10 originally, and I've sort of used them all over the years, but that's brilliant having all of those. That's a good selection of those. These I want to pin up sort of up here somewhere. Actually, I know what I'll do. That's where it'll go there. So let's get a drawing pin. And that can just go over here, like so. Like that. So then that's information for charging the batteries, which is good. A little bit more realism. What have we got? We've got another couple of spare bulbs for the strip light, as you can see. So put those up there. So that's 4 spare bulbs I have now for the strip light, which is pretty cool. So everything we add, it just adds a little bit more authenticity to the post. So I thought this was pretty cool. This is a 1991 dated, that says 1961, but this is a bit more modern. But it's a full first aid kit. Absolutely full. Some Savlon. Anybody ever in the UK remembers cutting themselves when they were a kid? If you're sort of my age, in your 40s, you'll remember your mum and dad putting this on your cuts. It absolutely stung like crazy. So I've got loads of bandages and stuff there. I'm pretty sure you can still get Savlon. I don't know. It's been that long since I've been anywhere near it. I remember I skinned my ears. I fell off my bike when I was about 10 years old, and my dad covered my ears in Savlon, and the pain was just like nothing I've ever felt in my life before. It was absolutely insane. So first of all, I do have another first aid kit here, but what I might do is replace that first aid kit with this one. It's just a little bit more modern looking, and there's a bit more room. And it's more in keeping with the sort of the time period. This would be more sort of 50s and 60s, and this one is more sort of 80s and 90s. So I think that's everything out of the bag. So yeah, this is the last one. So I was given this and didn't know what it was until I realized that it was exactly the right shape for the fixed survey meter. And you can see this is the holder I had. So this came out of Armagh Post, so just down the road from here. And this one is from Enniskillen Post, and I think that's looks really cool. So I'll show you how it works with this one. Obviously this has the strap on it. The fixed survey meter doesn't have a strap. So that's how that goes there now. It's not going to fit in because of the straps on it, but that's how it goes. It slides right in. And then there's a hole at the back for the cable to come out. And then the cable can connect to the trainer. And that's how you get your you do your training exercise with the readings. So that's just a little space, obviously, for batteries and what have you. I don't wonder if it holds it similar. Sort of. Might hold the trainer, you know. I haven't actually tried it. The training unit might actually... No, there's no hole here. So that's definitely not what they used it for. But yeah, I think that's pretty cool. And we'll just have that sitting there. And that can be on our open days. That can be where the fixed survey meter goes. And I'll take this one home and I'll probably use that in the museum at the Ulster Aviation Society for that. But yeah, well, that's what I've been up to. So grass is cut. Posts, new items have been added to the post. And I've got some awesome items at home, which I will do in another video. But yeah, that's where we are. We're in a good place. Post is pretty much ready to go for our open days. I just have to repair that damage above ground, which shouldn't take me too long. And yeah, we can get back to business. But listen, folks, as always, thank you very, very much for watching. I'll see you all again next time. Bye-bye.